Hello Cancer, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much to those of you who have subscribed to my channel, and I want to say thank you to those of you who are going to be subscribing to my YouTube channel, and also thank you to those of you who have been who have come across my video on Facebook and who have subscribed to my and followed me or liked me my page as well. So there's a lot of interesting energy because I've tried to do your video and I'm just redoing it again because it's like there's, I don't know, something's kind of like interference, you could say, or something wasn't quite right, and distractions. So I've started again. So anyway, so it's just, I don't know, there's something like that's going coming and going, toing and froing at the moment. So you may understand this energy where there's been a lot of change around you lately, and it's like there are messages coming this way and messages coming this way from spirit and from the physical. So you may be wondering where the bleep am I, and what is going on, and the feeling that you may be with this change is means some sort of movement that is going to be, or seem, be, I suppose disruptive is the word, within the family or in some way or form. But I do feel like it's something, it's like a picking up and moving or a shifting and a changing of some ways to do with not just family, but work or career, like it could be your business or employment. Some sort of changes in there with some of you, but most of it is within. Now let me see where they're going. So anyway, so I just want to say, or just to go back to the beginning and there with the intro, is just to remind everybody that the messages that come through with these readings are general. So they may or may not resonate with you. If they do, that's wonderful. If they don't, then don't make it fit. It may be something that's still unfolding for you, and it may not actually resonate with you at all, and that's fine, because I'm not going to be able to reach every single person out there, so who is Cancer, and it might make sense. But remember to do, it's like as the story unfolds, it may not be exactly the same, but it may be something that's running. There may be a theme that's running with another part of your life, and that makes sense to you. The other thing is to check out what your other signs are, because these reads that I'm doing, that for every single sign, but obviously this is for you, Cancer. So this is for Cancer, whether you're watching for your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. If you don't know what your other signs are, there is a description box in the link below that will take you to a website that has a free calculator on it, that'll work it out for you, and you can find out what they are, and then and just have a little read about them, and check out what your other signs are if you feel drawn to, of course. So the other thing is, if you would like to book a reading with me, I am available to take bookings. So for your own personal observation, I was going to say, what's going to come out of my mouth, as well as obviously it's one for you, that's personal for you. There is my contact details are in the description box below. So there is a sense of wanting to get my words correct, that I express through here with you, Cancer, and I feel like there may be that feeling with you at the moment is kind of making sure I'm not rushing things, even though I want to go and run with this or run with that. So there's that sort of feeling that I just want to be at peace of mind when I do something, or to make my next move, and things are starting to fall into place, I feel. Okay, so because there's been a lot of shifts and a lot of change around you lately, and you've had to get your head around some things for some of you. Not always, not for in everything, not is for okay. So for some of you, it's not all negative. And when I say negative, it's kind of, that's a wide word to use, but it's not all necessarily doom and gloom. For some of you, the changes and the shifts and that sort of thing are quite are not you know are good, okay, or that's something that is really helpful, but there's been some things happening that have happened to make you go either way, this way, that way, or straight ahead. Okay, so anyway, within that, so I'm using my trusty tarot cards, the Juliet Shaman Burke deck, and also the Sacred Earth Oracle deck as well. So I'm using them as well. So cool. Today, so Spirit have got me shuffling the cards out, and as we were talking, the Ace of Pentacles come out. So there's something new in the way that you're seeing and viewing your financial status, or your financial where you are at the moment. So it's like there seems to be, like, it seems to me that there's some like either a new way of thinking, and or as well as a gift of with a gift of the idea to help create more money, or financial income, or whatever, and opportunity for you. So it's like that's where I feel like some of this changes, like they talked about earlier, is going to may make an impact on what your family life is like, or even just your life, how that changes will make a difference. Because then we've got change and transformation. So something, comes to an end with the Death card. So and creates a whole new beginning. It's like I'm feeling like it's almost like you go to and you're in another world, or another space, or another place, with your work, with your with employment and whatever, work in that way, or whether it's your business, whether you're self-employed, or it's kind of like, or whether you have a business where there's lots of staff. So it's like things are like coming and going for you. Okay, so there's that's really quite interesting. So there's a shift in there. And which means to me, what I'm hearing to now, which is also is creating a shift in relationships, okay, with you, whether it be children, partners, potential partners, colleagues, business clients, and things like that. Things are changing. And then we have the Queen of Cups, okay, and she's in reverse. So there's something, I feel like there's something about working with being in control of your feelings and your emotions, because when I see her with the right way up, I'm feeling like she's more in control, or beginning to understand and feeling more in control of her emotions and her feelings about all the situation that's coming at whatever it is around you. So it's like, but she's seeing it from another point of view as well. So there's more of an understanding of her as well, or you as well, because I'm fitting for this being the cups, and you, if this is you, Cancer. So it's being whether you're male or female, there's something, there's more, you're more in control of that, or in control in the sense that you've figured out, there's more acceptance, or there's more, the big one of the main, there's an acceptance of something which has been happening with your emotions and your feelings, and how your relationships have been formed and unformed and grown and shifted, changed in that sort of way with yourself, but as well as for others in your life, whether they be here right now in the physical, or whether they are in spirit. So there's something beautiful that's happened within there. So I'm turning it up the right way, because it's like so for some of you, there may be that you may be still, because when I'm seeing with it upside down, you may be still drowning in it, is the word that I'm getting, or you maybe still have your head maybe still in there, but turning it around the right way now, or up, so your head is up and it's above water. You're feeling, there's that feeling that you're above the water now instead of underneath. Okay, cool. Because from there, this week, there must be a lot of quick changes, like bang bang bang, or something must maybe already started, like clicking into place for you. Oh shit, I thought I had 3 cards there, but there's actually 4 with the fourth lot. So tension and anxiety with the Swords. So you maybe like, you know, with the Two of Swords, and maybe something is there with two, you know, maybe of two minds of something, and as to how or where or what you're going to do about this, something that's coming up. But whatever it is, when you make your mind up, it's like whether, I feel like this is they're trying to tell you, or you're trying to tell you, is Spirit trying to tell you, like, it's like choose, you know, joy, choose peace, choose harmony, choose the optimism, is going into that place and to help you find that clarity and vision, because the sun, you know, choose the sun, choose the light, go to the light, that sort of energy to help you work through whatever it is that you're working through. Because there's also the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is like picking up all that stuff and running, because it's a time for tact rather than aggression as well. So it's picking up all your thoughts, carrying them, and like away with you, taking them with you, but not and it's like taking them away. It's like, okay, where they're going, because there's a part of me that wants it is not taking them away with you, or take them with you, but not letting them hold you back. So it's like sorting them through them. It's like some of you have done that. You've run and not run away with your thoughts, and some of you, oh yeah, okay, where are they going with that? Hang on a moment. So maybe that's what they're getting you to do, is to stop and contemplate. Have a think about what you're doing before you run off. Okay, that may be what it is. And because you may slip back into this, like there's with this this Two of Swords that's coming up with these thoughts and communicating your ideas and feelings, is what I'm hearing about, is getting them out. But moving towards, which will help you move towards getting some sort of vision, okay, and clarity. It's about speaking and talking what you're clearing your mind, clearing your energy, and saying, and you know, this will help you with your power. Okay. Phew, that was a bit tongue-tied. So there's a little bit obviously confusion, or not so much just confusion, but how am I going to like get this out, verbalize it, communicate it, like take action with it, what decisions. You know, it's kind of like there's something about decisions as well with the Swords, is making decisions. And okay, in order to be in your power. So there's something about, you know, and then I kind of feel like this is, and which is why I'm kind of really drawn, it's a time for tact rather than aggression. So it's being mindful about how you do that, okay? What it is, it's like not running with it, but some of you may need to like move a bit faster with it, as in, but not super run it. And it's, what are you running away from, or what are you running to? You know, that sort of thing. So it's been viewing that, having a look at that you're not running running away from something, or running to something that you with in a sense that you're not okay, that you haven't thought about it, basically, okay, not on a knee-jerk reaction. Gosh, that's kind of like really, I guess you will know, those of you will know what they're talking about there, because there's about 2 or 3 things going on, and I'm just asking them to help me to explain that a little bit better. But I think I get the feeling that most of you will get what's going on. So basically it's a time for tact rather than aggression. So it's like taking your time, not running, you know, it's like a plan, like tact, because I'm just being drawn to tact. It's like be tactful about whatever it is, and tactical about what you're doing, because it's like you're feeling, because as you're doing that, because what I'm hearing is like you're picking up all these thoughts and feelings, and you're, you know, running with them and taking them away running with them, and it's like with your courage and your strength, because this is about inner strength. use, it's like, that's why they're talking about the tact rather than aggression. It's like strength and courage to share what it is that you need to do. It's like, I feel like that's where they're trying to go with that. Some of you, it's allowing yourself to run with it, to pick it, you know, to communicate basically. But there's some of you maybe in that physical place where you're wanting to run with something, and it may be that you need to walk with something. So there's seems to be like a strategy. So and not letting your aggression or your emotions get in the way with it, okay? Of whatever, and be your decider, okay? That's what I feel like they're talking about. Well, cool. The other thing is like there's maybe some unfounded nightmares that come with it, so that they've come in, so that's in reverse. But I feel like with that one being in reverse, it's, you know, I feel like they're just, there's something where, like, where it may be that you know, you start to run and it comes back. You know, you kind of, oh, what have I done? And, you know, maybe I shouldn't have done that. So you go in your head again. So I kind of feel that's why this is in reverse. But it's like, just saying, like, don't go in your head again. Don't let, you know, don't allow that yourself to run away with your thoughts again by going back to this one, okay? So don't let yourself run away with negative thoughts and things like that cause you stress and that sort of thing. So going back to this, you know, this moon, the sun, and going back to here, like that indecision you made, like you made a decision, and it's like some of you may feel like, oh gosh, you know, go back into the space, you know, oh gee, what have I done? Maybe I shouldn't have gone that way or chosen that or whatever, or said that. But it's like, but I do feel like with this coming up, there's some sort of unfounded fears through that. And being the 9, seems more likely that you are going to, something is coming to an end with that, because then we have the 4 of Pentacles, okay? And it's in reverse as well. And it's like letting it go. So even though this is Pentacles, it's like letting go of it. I'm feeling like being in reverse. It's like, for me, it's saying like letting go of something, of that energy. And it's like whatever it is, and it's not holding on too tightly to something, because it's, where are they going with that? Because normally I would talk about holding on too tightly with being like an earth with money and things. So it could be with everything that is going on in here for some of you is about finances and stuff like that. But it's like there's something to do with this, and with this 9 of Swords coming into there, it's something not letting yourself bury yourself in that, okay? So I'm going to turn them both up the right way. So, and there's nothing wrong with holding on too tightly, you know, holding on to our pennies and making sure that we're, you know, we're not over spending when we maybe need to might be mindful about dispersing of our funds and how much and where and when and that sort of thing. So there may be that's something that had been going on. It's like, okay, but I'm just feeling like, don't let, you know, this is about holding on to tight, and just with emotions, with everything, and to let that go, because this is also about, for me, is about abundance and prosperity, because it's like, and I want to turn it up the right way, because it means that it's about acknowledging it, not burying your head in it, you know, upside down and reverse, and not thinking that nothing's going to happen or put it away. It's like, you know, like bury your head in the sand, like this one here. In there, it's like not bury your head in the sand with it. It's about coming out and sorting it out. But going back to this, it's like you've kind of, this is how you've made a decision. You've made a decision with, or you're nearly there to making a decision as to which way you know you need to go or want to go, which is for the greater and the greater good of one and all. Okay, but yeah, cool. So there's something about that where I feel like you know, this week there's some sort of movement in that, where something comes to where a little bit more clarification comes through for you. and you like make some movement, some steps towards what it is that you want to do, be, have, and give in your life, okay? But here we go. Balance is the first card out from the Sacred Earth Oracle, and I guess with you, like when you look at an overall view of that, it's like, you know, when we find that's what it is. It's all about balancing our emotions and our thoughts and our feelings around whatever it is that we're going on, and seeing it for what it actually is, and realizing that actually there's, you know, sometimes we're in this space and we need to be, and it's helping us grow, and we just need to be mindful about, sometimes we can run, and sometimes we need to walk, and sometimes we need to just meander, and being, you know, until we get a little bit more clarity, okay, which will bring in some more balance. So it's just, I feel like they're just saying, don't be in a rush, too much of a rush to make this movement here, with it going back to this the swords, but the Seven of Swords here. But there's definitely movement in that, and I feel like there is, it's kind of like, yeah, movement. It's just like, what is the driving force behind it for you to look at? Because, and then going to the last card here, magnetism, which is making more sense of these two here come together with this Nine of Swords and these Four of Pentacles being up, you know, in reverse, about, you know, wondering, thinking about, overthinking, blocking because of that overthinking of the lack and the neediness around it. It's like there are definitely some unfound affairs there. It's like, and so magnetism, you know, we start to block that energy field, because through, you know, when we do this, because our mind is closed to all sorts of ideas and feelings that can actually help us, you know, our momentum move a lot smoother, and but also you know, physically, like tangibly feel and see and do things, you know, that are coming to you, but also you walking to them. So it's not just about waiting and, you know, for it to come to you, but it's about also moving, you know, taking action and moving towards it, or to the side towards it, you know, as well, whatever towards is for you. Sometimes we need to go to the side in order to get to where we need to go, because we're gathering information, or you're gathering information. So it's like so it's just keeping moving. So it's like where are they going with that? Otherwise you're going to what they're saying is it's going to take more energy from you, because if you are overthinking it too much. Okay, cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave that for you, with you for now. What am I saying? Cancer. So there's a whole lot of other signs that may be around you that are connected with you, because I was wanting to say, you know, Gemini came up before, but Taurus as well. So I was just about to say Taurus, and it's like, oh, okay. So yeah, but those energies, I feel like some of those energies there are more to help you out. So maybe chatting to some of these people, the Taurus person or the Gemini person, to help help you make sense of things, or help you out in some way or form. Okay. Anyway, like I say, I'm going to leave it there, and my guides are as well as the energy of Cancer. So we'll see you again next Tuesday, and leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement and adventure, and you have an awesome week, and we shall see you next Tuesday. Okay, bye for now.